Hello, welcome back to GameSpot's coverage of PAX 2014. It's Brad Muir, everyone. Hey!
Hey,
how you doing?
Me, Danny.
How are you doing? How's that microphone doing? It's like ruining your day.
Yeah, it really. No, it's not cooperating like, at all.
It's fine. You look wonderful.
Do I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What's
You're
in
great.
the bottle?
This is from my wife.
Okay.
It's just water, but
Is it full of overcharge?
No,
Do you want some overcharge?
Maybe it should be. Maybe it should be. That was. Were you just shilling this?
Sure.
Is that what that was? That was awesome.
I'm contractually obliged.
No,
I'm not really.
I passed out. I played Dota all day. Last year, I played like too much Dota.
At PAX?
No.
Just generally?
This was last year. Last year. I like played way too much Dota, and I didn't drink enough water, and I actually passed out, and I like split my head open.
At your computer?
Amazing. Yeah.
That's like
no, not at my computer. Oh, it happened. I knew it was gonna happen.
Wait, were you standing? Oh, okay. You'd moved away from playing Dota, and then you. This is great. This is gonna be 15 minutes of Brad trying to fix his microphone.
It's gonna be awesome.
And then Tim's gonna come up and he's gonna do it no problem.
Yeah. Well, he's got the experience, you know. But yeah. Anyway, I injured myself, so she gave this to me.
To keep drinking.
To try to hydrate myself. So I'm gonna try to not move my head for the rest of this.
All right. Yeah. Just stay right there.
Yeah. I'll just keep looking at you.
How are you enjoying PAX?
Oh, it's awesome. We're showing Massive Chalice for the first time, like on the floor.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's like our tactical strategy game, and
he's in.
It's about.
No, go for it.
I just gotta plug it.
Talk to me about chilling.
I only have 15 minutes. Yeah, that's why I'm here, right? We're not talking about like emergency trip visits, are we?
No.
We're talking about we'll talk about video games.
We'll talk about wrestling later, but let's.
Oh yeah, we should totally talk about that. But yeah, it's like we kickstarted this like tactical strategy game. It's kind of like, it's like taking like XCOM and Fire Emblem and Final Fantasy Tactics and kind of mashing them up, and then we've got like the big hook of the game is that over the course of the timeline, like the game, the war takes place over like about 350 years.
Yeah.
And the tactical battles take place like about every 10 years, and in between those fights, like all of your heroes are going to age. And then eventually they're going to pass away. So what you need to do is like marry them together so that you start these bloodlines, and then they have kids, and then those kids grow up to be like your heroes in the next generation.
It's cool. It's kind of like a Rogue Legacy mixed with like Forever War. Have you ever read that?
Definitely. I have never read that, no.
That's pretty cool.
But thanks for dropping a reference that I'm not aware of, and now it makes me look like a huge jerk. That's great.
Yeah, you can see the XCOM influence.
Definitely.
Sure.
Yeah. I've had the idea for a long time. It was actually like based off of old XCOM a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I just didn't think that we could really like pitch this kind of an idea to a publisher but then like, the Enemy Unknown came out like a couple years ago now.
Yeah.
And
suddenly it became
it really did like reinvigorate, like kind of reignite this idea that I had, and talking with Tim, he was like, yeah, we should just kickstart it. Did you hear him woo off stage? It was amazing. I can't move my head to look at him, or else my microphone's gonna fall off again. So I don't want to do that.
Him.
But I can definitely. Is it him? It's him. I know it's him. I know that.
Schaefer.
I know that. Woo! Anywhere. That's what it is. I just heard it again.
Did he just cheer for his own name?
Yeah. No. He's. He usually does just cheer for his own name. That's actually. Yeah. Don't tell him I said that though. Did he hear that?
Does anyone cheer for Brad Muir?
It's pretty good. Again, I'm not gonna look at them. I can't. I mean. That partially has something to do with this microphone, but also I can't look at people when they're cheering for me. It makes me feel really weird. Oh my God! Somebody likes that video game.
It's an Iron Brigade fan.
Thanks.
Here. God damn it.
Thanks
so what was it like? How much time did you spend trying to make sure that nobody had copywritten Massive Chalice before?
Tim,
Portuguese board game.
I was really nervous about it. I didn't have a name for it when I pitched it to Tim, and he was the one that came up with the idea. And it's such a ridiculous name.
Yeah, it's
the best. I love it. And yeah, it's just like I like that how ridiculous and silly it is. And yeah, nobody had that thing.
Why is it called Massive Chalice? Is that why you called it that? Because you're like, there's no possible way.
There's no possible way. There's a board game in another country named Massive Chalice. There's no possible way. So. Hopefully there isn't.
If there is.
No, we did check. I think we checked. Did we check? Yeah, we totally checked. Tim just gave me the. We totally checked.
Much more important things happening at PAX though. Let's be honest.
The
Royal Rumble is on.
Yes, it's on Sunday. Sunday morning, 10 a.m.
Bright and early.
Bright and early. Yeah, I don't know why. I feel like they're probably worried about it being later. But yeah, I cut this promo video.
Yeah, we've got.
And John Drake has made me so angry.
Was Tim okay with...
John Drake makes me angry.
Was Tim okay with you representing Double Fine as the colon destroyer?
I didn't. You know what? I didn't even talk to him about it.
Did he
I
not
just
know?
Did it? Yeah. But this is really John Drake, like, just pushing me to the edge. You're gonna see Sunday. You're gonna see a man pushed to the edge, and what happens to him.
Who's your biggest beef with?
Oh, Drake easily.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nobody else.
I mean, everyone's got
like
beef
I
with
do
Drake?
feel like Reichert and Gersman have like, you know, they're bringing the experience.
Yeah.
They're bringing the experience. And I dusted off my copy of WrestleMania 2000. I was, you know, we were bringing Massive Chalice. I was like so busy trying to prep that thing and get it ready and whatever. I didn't have a chance to practice. I put it in the machine, got my N64 out, played it a little bit. I've played a lot of that game in the past. Turns out I am terrible at that game now. I've like completely forgotten how to play it.
We played last night at about 2 a.m. in Dan's room. It's
How was it? And he's
not
probably
a great video game.
He's probably like an idiot savant at that game, right?
He won.
That's what I imagine.
He won with Devon Dudley.
Yeah. See, that's like I'm gonna hopefully just put up a good showing and take Drake out of it. That's really my.
Is that not
really
a problem?
angle.
Like that you're like butting heads now with one of Sony's most important.
Oh, it's fine. You know, we're bringing Massive Chalice to the Xbox One. I think that's where.
Now we know why.
Yeah, exactly. I knew that they were gonna hire Drake, and I'm just like, screw that guy. But
scorch the earth.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that thing. It's gonna be ridiculous.
What about the rest of PAX? You've been here a couple of times, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I totally love it. It's awesome because I feel like working in game dev, you're pretty like insulated. You know, it's like you're just working on this thing. I mean, Massive Chalice has been a little bit different. Like this is the first like Kickstarter thing that I've worked on, so it's been really cool working with the community the whole time. But yeah, you saw a little bit like those Evolve guys were sitting here. Yeah. Great beards, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I need to start growing this thing out. Just like that beard combo they had on this couch was ridiculous. But you know, those guys, like when we were working on Brutal Legend, it was a very similar thing. You go underground and you're just like, you don't get to tell anybody about the game you're working on, and you're working on it for years, and you just like, you don't know if it's good or if anybody's gonna care or whatever. But then you bring it to a show like this, and like, it's amazing. Like, you know, you're actually exposed to the people that, you know, the whole reason why you're doing it. You're actually like making the game so that people can play it and hopefully enjoy it and stuff. And you see gamers show up and like be really excited. There's so much negativity on the internet that it's like, it's really cool to like see people face to face and like interact with them and whatever. And this is like so great, such a great boost for me and the guys on the team. Like just to show up, meet the people like from the forums in person and stuff. People that I'm like watching our streams and they're like all super up on the game. Like I've barely had to explain it to some of the people that come up and want to play it because they've been just following the development. It's awesome. But yeah, it's just really cool to like get that. It's really invigorating.
Yeah, it's like a palate cleanser or something.
It's so awesome because you see them, like you see them face to face and you're really talking about it and talking about what they like about it and getting their feedback like directly. It's a really powerful thing. It's awesome. It's always a big shot in the arm for morale and just like being excited about what we're doing.
Let's talk a bit about Massive Chalice, because we got Tim on later, but Double Fine now apparently works on like a half dozen video games at one time now. So I'm gonna have to like
crazy the number of things we do all at once.
So I got like a bunch of games to talk to him about. So to talk for the folks maybe who don't know, who haven't been following your sort of post Kickstarter videos and whatnot. Just explain the sort of moment to moment what's happening.
So this is like the tactical layer. So you as the character, we kind of present the whole game as like this first-person experience where you're this immortal ruler that's protecting this nation. And there's this kind of mysterious invasion from this thing called the Cadence. And roughly, you know, every 10 years, like I was talking about earlier, it can send its agents in to kind of like corrupt the various aspects of the nation. And you can dispatch a small group of heroes. They actually jump into the Chalice. The Chalice is an actual thing.
Okay.
Jump into the Chalice and get
I was wondering when the Chalice came
into these battles, and then you'll command them from like this top-down tactical view, and you'll try to just like destroy all the enemies that are on this thing. And then in between the tactical battles, you'll be managing the entire nation from this like really high out, 20,000 foot view of the entire nation. You'll be making a lot of different decisions there, like which characters you're going to marry together. They'll be retired from combat, so you can't use them in any of the tactical battles. But they'll be trying. Trying. That's what it's referred to as. They'll be trying.
Trying?
Yeah, they'll be trying.
Do they ever not?
I mean, the fate of this whole nation kind of depends on them trying. So they robustly try. I would say it's continuous, a lot of trying. But then hopefully they have kids, and then those kids will grow up. You also make a lot of decisions about like what kind of buildings you're going to build in the regions around the nation, and then also what kinds of like technology technology you're going to research. So it's very similar to like XCOM, in that you have we just try to streamline it a lot. You just have like one research queue. You're just kind of researching one thing at a time. But each thing is going to take like many years for your scholars to like unlock. So it's like you set up all of these decisions on the strategy layer, and then you run the timeline, and the days pass by really fast. Like the years pass by. All of your characters are aging over the course of this, and a bunch of them are going to like pass away of old age.
Super depressing.
It is kind of depressing. Part of it is that I've just been like thinking about it a lot. I just got married and like talking about having kids, and like my parents are getting older.
Trying.
Talking about trying, yeah.
Then you're gonna train your child in the art of combat.
Oh, absolutely. From year zero, just gonna be putting experience points onto that child.
This is how you use a crossbow. Happy second birthday.
It's weird because it is a little more depressing than your average video game, just the subject matter.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like really cool things that come out of it, like babies. There's a lot of babies cool. that come out of it. And then when your characters pass away, like if they've led like a particularly heroic life on the battlefield, their weapon will become what we call a relic, and then you can pass that down to any members of that same bloodline. And then that weapon kind of persists, and it can be passed down like through the generations, and they'll get more powerful as you go through the game.
Is there like specific traits that kind of go down as well, or is it just?
Yeah, so that's another aspect of the game, is that we have like this full genetic system for all of the heroes. So under the hood, they all have like a genetic code, and that manifests itself in like various traits that you can read. So like, this character's nearsighted, this character has asthma, this character's like super strong, this character's super quick. And so you can sort of like look when you're making these marriage decisions, you can try to like pick characters that have like really good genetics and kind of like marry them together, and then hopefully their children will get the best of both.
You're making the eugenics simulator
I know,
of your dreams.
We don't, so that's the thing, we don't want it to, it looks like that, but we really don't want it to feel that way. And I think the way that we try to get around that is that most characters are a mixture of like good and bad things.
Okay.
You very rarely have characters that are like purely like just a bag of all positive things, and you're this is like the Ubermensch or whatever. I can't believe I just said that on this thing. That's
don't worry
weird.
about it.
But
Colon Destroyer was the peak of stuff you probably.
That's right. We had that on there. It's not like we can top that. But yeah, I mean, and we also do things like I even playing a game that doesn't have like these kind of elements, like something like XCOM or Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
I tend to get very attached to those characters. So with these like family, like with these bloodlines and these things, like there's a lot of other reasons to care about the character other than they're just like pure mechanical stats and traits and genetics and stuff. So hopefully we have situations where you've got the great granddaughter of like one of the first characters you were playing with, and maybe like her stats aren't that great, or like she got some of the, she's from the more shallow end of the gene pool or whatever. But like you're like really invested in like that bloodline continuing, and you're really pulling for her. Like you really want to see that bloodline continue, and she's fighting with like her granddad's weapon and stuff. And so I'm hoping that it creates situations like that where it's you're not treating them just as like chess pieces. You're actually like really kind of like emotionally invested in these characters, and you want to see them sort of like live and continue the bloodline and go on. Yeah.
Smashing. Brad Muir, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much
for
having me.
Enjoy the rest of PAX.
I'm gonna get back over there and talk to people at the booth. You should come by.
I will.
You should come by. You're probably sitting here all day.
No, it's like 2 hours.
Yeah?
And I get to bounce out.
Well, awesome.
I get to enjoy PAX.
You should come by.
I get to see I'm not sure if I'll be cheering for the Colon Destroyer. Maybe a little bit.
What? Why not? How can you not?
I got split allegiances.
Other people. Yeah. I believe it. I
gotta make sure whoever gets to Navarro can beat him. That's all we want.
I'm pretty sure that whoever gets to Navarro is going to beat him.
Oh, really?
Well, it's beef. It's that thing where he's going to be coming in cold, right?
Okay.
So whoever wins is going to go through 29 other people.
Yeah.
And then they're going to go against Navarro, and he's going to be cold. I think they're going to beat him.
Might be you.
I think we're going to see somebody new take it home. I hope so.
We'll see tomorrow.
All right.
Thanks for coming on. Brad Muir, everybody.
Thank you.